हॅलो. हा, ऐकलं ऐकलं.
हा तर तू कॅमेरा पॅनलचं रेकॉर्डिंग कर. म्हणजे स्क्रीन सोडून दुसरं असेल ना, हे बघ
हे सगळ्यांचे
एक्झाम्पल.
व्हिडिओ.
हा, फक्त व्हिडिओ पॅनलचं रेकॉर्डिंग कर. म्हणजे सगळे
हा.
दिसले तरी चालेल त्याच्यामध्ये, ज्यांचा पण कॅमेरा ऑन असेल. फक्त
हो
आपल्याला साईड बाय साईड ते दोन्ही भेल म्हणून.
हो. मी लॅपटॉप मधनं जॉईन करतो, एकच सेकंड.
हा हा, कर कर. आता अजून 5-10 मिनिटं आहेत. 5 मिनिटात सगळे रेडी हो. अक्षिता आहे.
अक्षिता, तेरा दोनों दोनों एडमिट करो।
हाँ, अक्षिता कैसा करूँगा?
हाँ, उसका ये है कि स्क्रीन कैमरा नहीं चालू होता तो फोन से भी जान होती है।
55-56 के आसपास सर को अंदर लेते हैं। सर वेटिंग रूम में आ गए।
सतीश किधर है?
सतीश के पास।
दिया भी।
दिया नहीं रहेगी, दिया का मैच है।
हाँ।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, मेरे को मतलब वो ये नहीं मिल रहा था। मेरे को पता नहीं था प्रियांशु आ रहा है कि नहीं, तो पूछना था तेरे को कि एक्सेस किसके पास है। हाँ हाँ, हो गया आ गया प्रियांशु हाँ, चल बाय। ये सतीश किधर है? ओ, एक सेकंड। हाँ, ऋषिकेश नहीं, ऋषिकेश आएगा। ऋषिकेश और कौन बचा? ईशान। तेरा ईशान का देख।
हाँ, कॉल लगा था।
सतीश का। हाँ सतीश, चल आ जा ना। हाँ, आ जा आ जा। हाँ 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 हाँ, तू आ जा पहले, फिर करते हैं। चलो, सतीश आ रहा है। एक काम करना, रिदांशु और क्षितिज को फिर से इधर डालना वेटिंग रूम में। अभी से उनको
तर ना,
थोड़ा।
मुझे वापस एडमिट करना और दूसरा डिवाइस है।
हाँ, तो किधर है? कार्तिक का मोबाइल। एडमिट मत करो अभी।
ईशान भी फोन नहीं उठाना।
स्वर्णा का। अभी ठीक।
हाँ, एडमिट कौन कर रहा है सब लोग को?
नहीं पता। ठीक है, अभी ठीक है। सतीश आ गया।
हेलो, आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी?
हाँ हाँ
हाँ
हाँ।
हाँ, आ रहा है।
सिर्फ
एक
तेरा
सेकंड।
रीनेम कर दे और कैमरा एक बार चेक करके देख।
हाँ,
हाँ,
कैमरा देख
कैमरा
लिया।
ठीक है।
अब ठीक है ना?
ठीक है ठीक।
चलेगा ना?
हम्म,
थोड़ा फ्रेम सही करूँ।
थोड़ा ऊपर
ठीक
कर,
है अभी?
थोड़ा सा
हाँ।
ऊपर।
अब
बस
ठीक है?
बस
हाँ,
बस बस।
बस नॉर्मल ना? ठीक है, चलेगा।
तेरा
और फिर
रीनेम
मैं क्या
कर
बोल।
दे।
हाँ, रीनेम करने में, सॉरी सॉरी
सब
सॉरी,
लोग
एक सेकंड।
रीनेम कर दो। ये कर लो,
एसएम
डेजिग्नेशन लिख
सिखाए।
दो।
तो
ऐसा
सर
नहीं,
ज्वाइन हो गए
सिर्फ।
क्या? हाँ
नहीं
हाँ,
नहीं,
सर
अभी
ज्वाइन।
अभी इतना ही है।
तो डालना पहले सागर, तेरा देख के हम लोग करेंगे।
अरे मतलब अभी श्रुतिका कौंडोरी क्रिएटिव हेड ऐसे।
ये ईशान का कुछ तो ड्राइविंग है, वो 7 बजे के बाद आएगा।
चलेगा
हाँ, उसको
चलेगा, no
बोला
issue।
था। तो सतीश, ये सब लोग को एडमिट कौन करेगा?
वो ये लोग करेंगे, प्रियांशु करेगा वो।
प्रियांशु तो
मैं भी कर दूंगा। बाकी बाकी लोग भी को होस्ट है, अगर मैं नहीं कर पाया तो आप लोग भी कर पाओ।
हाँ, को होस्ट किसको
हाँ
किसको बनाया? एक मुझे बनाया है, एक सागर को, और किसको?
सबको।
करंटली सब है। जिनको नहीं रखना है तो मैं हटा देता हूँ, सिर्फ एक सतीश को रखता हूँ, सागर को रखता हूँ, एंड देन कार्तिक को मैं कर देता हूँ।
नहीं नहीं, तरन को भी कर दे, तरन को भी कर दे, कार्तिक को भी
ओके,
रख दे।
चलेगा।
बैकग्राउंड ब्लर रखू कि ऐसे रखू, चलेगा?
ब्लर रख, ब्लर रख, ब्लर।
ब्लर रखो ना, ठीक है, चलेगा। ओके, ठीक है, चलेगा ना?
हाँ तो सब लोग रिनेम कर
तो,
दो।
हाँ
और
मैंने कर दिया, देख लो।
अभी इतने ही लोग हैं तो अभी जिसका कैमरा ऑन है ना, प्रियांशु तेरे को चलेगा, तेरा कंफर्टेबिलिटी पे।
ये मुझे
लेकिन
भी
वो,
रीनेम करना है कि वैसे ही रखूँ?
हाँ हाँ तू करना, जॉइंट जॉइंट इवेंट कर।
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, वॉइस मेरा प्रॉपर आ रहा है ना? ये मेरे को बोलना
हाँ हाँ
स्टार्टिंग में।
हाँ, नो इशू।
हाँ ठीक है,
तो
चलो।
ये
तरन तेरा
कौन है?
स्पीच रेडी है?
हाँ,
तरन देख, मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा, फिर मैं तेरे को फॉलो अप दूंगा, फिर
तरण
उसके बाद देन तू
तरण।
स्टार्ट करना।
हाँ हाँ, सुन
हाँ
रहा हूँ।
तो स्पीच है ना तेरा, तो
हाँ
तेरा
हाँ,
क्या है? एंड में
अबाउट
है कि
जो
स्टार्ट में
स्पीकर है
है?
उसका।
स्टार्ट स्टार्ट।
ठीक।
हाँ तो एक
सागर
काम
कैसा
कर
है?
तेरा। हाँ बोल बोल सतीश बोल।
मेरा कैसा है कि मैं बस वेलकम करूंगा और फिर मैं तरन को दे दूंगा अबाउट द स्पीकर इंट्रोडक्शन, तो
हाँ हाँ
स्पीकर का इंट्रोडक्शन तरन करेगा, उसके बाद प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट हो जाएगा आराम से।
हाँ।
ऐसे नंबर्स
तो
कितने आ गए
तरण
वेटिंग में, कितने?
हम्म।
है 14 लोग।
14
तो
लोग है
तू
ना?
ना
ठीक है।
मॉडरेटर जॉब करा, मतलब कुछ भी चैट में अगर होएगा तो तू हैंडल कर जल्दी से।
हाँ,
ठीक है।
और कुछ भी टेक्निकल इशू रहेगा तो कार्तिक तो है ही इसीलिए।
हाँ और मतलब अगर किसी ने रीनेम नहीं किया है तो रीनेमिंग कर लो, जो भी बाकी बाकी लोग जो भी है ना, वो रीनेमिंग करने का ट्राय करो लोगों को, कि
सागर
उनको
आता एक विचारायचं.
बोल ना।
हे सगळ्यांचे व्हिडिओज एकाच ह्याच्यामध्ये कसं दिसतात स्क्रीनमध्ये?
बघ
मला
आपण स्क्रीन शेअर केलं ना, स्क्रीन शेअर केल्यानंतर दोन मी एक्झाम्पल दाखवतो.
मला म्हणजे एक मोठं स्क्रीन दिसतं आणि एक छोटं दिसतं.
थांब सांगतो,
म्हणजे बाकी सगळे असेच.
हाँ
एक्झाम्पल दाखवतो.
गाइस सुनो ना, और सब अपने फोन्स में स्क्रीनशॉट लेते रहो बीच बीच में, इवेंट का मतलब जैसे।
हाँ हाँ,
हाँ, तो बाद में वो
आता मी स्क्रीन
काम
शेअर
आएगा।
केलं ना, तर तुला दोन
हम्म,
विंडोज ओपन झाल्या ना. एक विंडो मध्ये हे येणार आणि एका विंडो मध्ये कॅमेराच येतात बघ, कार्तिक.
हा हा हा.
हा मग ते कॅमेराच रेकॉर्ड कर.
हम्म,
ठीक आहे.
कळलं? चल ना.
हाँ डन, ठीक है।
चलो रेडी, सर को बुलाओ.
हाँ बुला दो, join कर लो, चलेगा। और नाम रिप्लेस कर देना, AIML है ना वहाँ पे, होस्ट कौन है? प्रिया टेक्निकल, चलेगा चलेगा तुम। रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट कर दिया?
हाँ हाँ, प्रियांशु.
रिकॉर्डिंग मतलब बाद में स्टार्ट
हाँ,
होगा?
रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट है।
अच्छा,
इतना
वैसे
पार्ट
ये
कट हो
रिकॉर्डिंग
जाएगा।
कहाँ, कौन से ड्राइव पे रहेगा वो? अपने ड्राइव पे आएगा वो?
अभी तो लोकली हो रहा है, लोकली होने के बाद मैं अपलोड कर दूंगा।
अच्छा, लोकल सिस्टम पे हो रहा है ना, ठीक है चलेगा। तो फिर उसके बाद देन एक्सपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा
चले।
डी रुक ना, अभी रुक जा, और एक काम कर, सागर स्पीकर को अंदर लेना।
है आई
आगे।
प्रेजेंट टू शेयर. Participants to share screen.
उसको, सर को वो स्क्रीन शेयर करने का एक्सेस तो ना
दे दिया दे दिया.
दे दिया?
मीटिंग रूम में 47 लोग.
47 लोग ना, ठीक है, थोड़े और आएंगे, रुक मैंने रिमाइंडर डाला है, आएंगे रुक।
Hello sir, can you hear us? We can see the shared screen. Your voice is in.
हेलो, वो का आवाज आ रहा है क्या? नहीं ना?
सर का आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, बाकी सतीश तेरा आवाज हो रहा है।
हाँ हाँ, मैंने सर से बात ही कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है, अपना तो आ रहा है ना, वेरी गुड।
सतीश एक बार चेक करना सर से, टेक्निकल डिफिकल्टी कुछ
हाँ,
है।
एक सेकंड, एक सेकंड, वो से बात कर रहा
ये ऋषिकेश आया है तो अंदर लेना है कि क्या?
हूँ। हेलो, no sir, you are not audible. We are trying to see you, but we can't. You have joined the meeting, but you are given the sharing.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hold on.
Just
Now,
check.
now sir available.
Just a second.
okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
हेलो, आया क्या आवाज?
Okay,
हाँ हाँ आया है।
right.
आया, ओके ओके, फाइन सर, ठीक है, चलेगा।
Right. So I'm sharing
Sir,
the screen.
yes sir, your screen is visible and video is also good. Audio is also good.
हम्म,
Sir, so we haven't let the audience join the meeting yet. So this is just our core. We are handling this meeting. So is there anything that you would like to share? Like how do you want the meeting to be? How do you want this seminar to go so that we can make changes in our scheduling?
No, I have told already to Satish, right? I shared the PDF,
यस सर,
same file,
ओके ओके,
whatever. I'm, you're
यस
able
सर,
to see my screen?
यस सर,
Yes sir. No problem.
Yeah. So the same file I shared to him, and you guys can share to them, audience.
Yes sir.
Okay.
ओके सर,
So at the end, I'm going to explain what I do, all those things, and any message we can copy to them here, everyone.
Yes.
यस सर,
Okay.
फाइन,
So let me.
ओके सर, देन वी आर,
You
ओके
are
सर,
ready,
आर वी
right?
Allow
रेडी टू
the
गो?
participants to join, sir.
Can we wait for 5 minutes, or you want me to start?
Yes. Let the
यस सर,
participants join and then we will start.
विल बी
Yeah.
स्टार्ट,
So I'll
दिस विल बी
copy
इंक्लूडिंग,
my details in the
Yes.
message.
ओके ओके सर, विल बी स्टार्टेड।
Yeah. Now they are joining. The count is
Yes.
increasing,
Now there's
right?
चालू करते
सागर, आर वी रेडी टू गो?
Need
let's wait about 2-3 minutes.
join avla.
Karan, moderate the participants' voice to not speak.
Please allow
So
only
I'll
host
admit all.
Or either make sir co-host and then allow participants to not on their
Pardon?
manage the voice access, please.
yes. Now better.
Please unmute yourself. I think you guys have to unmute yourself.
Everyone, or you unmute yourself. Sir as well.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Satish, you can begin with the introduction.
Okay, sir. Okay, let's begin. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the today's national level seminar on LLM versus LSTM, understanding and applying AI models. We are thrilled to have you join us for this exciting session. It's my pleasure to welcome our esteemed speaker, Mr. Shanti Kumar Venupalli, expert with over 30 years of global experience in the field of AI/ML. He will be guiding us throughout the fascinating world of large language models and long short-term memory networks. To provide with the deeper insight into Mr. Vimbulapalli's remarkable journey and expertise, our joint event manager, Mr. Taran Shetty, will now share a exciting introduction about the speaker, setting the stage for an insightful session ahead. Over to you, Taran
Yeah,
Shetty.
thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of ACM Sigai at Thakur College of Engineering and Technology, it is my absolute privilege to welcome you all to today's seminar. We are honored to have with us a distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Shanti Kumar, a visionary leader and mentor in the field of artificial intelligence and career coaching. Mr. Kumar brings over 30 years of global experience across 7 countries, making him a luminary in leveraging AI, DevOps, and multi-cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP. As a tech leader, his expertise has empowered countless professionals, from freshers to seasoned IT experts, to successfully navigate and thrive in the ever evolving landscape of AI and IT. What makes Mr. Kumar's contribution particularly remarkable is his focus on real world transformation, whether through his personalized one to one job coaching, practical AI implementation strategies, or impactful business solutions. He has consistently delivered results. His innovative methods include hands on training, self driven project demos, and targeted interview preparation, helping individuals achieve not just career growth but also substantial salary hikes. Mr. Kumar also shares his expertise through digital courses on the VS Kumar coaching app and resources like vskumar.blog. These platforms equip self learners with the skills needed to succeed in a competitive market. Today, we are eager to learn from Mr. Kumar's vast experience and gain valuable insights into navigating the future of AI. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Shanti Kumar to share his experience with us.
So your audio is muted.
Hello. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Okay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Good evening to all of you. And I'm glad to see here all of you in this session. Basically, I groom the IT professionals for upscaling into higher roles by scaling them up into AI roles, cloud DevOps roles also. So uh, I think most of your college graduates. So at your level, I need to come down and explain to the low level a little bit. But here I'm not covering like in your college content like algorithms or such kind of things, mathematical way. I'm going to cover you when you attend the interview in IT companies, what kind of questions they might ask also related to these particular topics, and where all these particular uh, models can be used in your regular projects for business automation, such kind of things. So the today's topic is given by you guys is how to apply AI tools to business and understanding the differences between LLM and LSTM. So the topics covered here is introduction to AI models. After that, LSTM introduction, LLM introduction, then comparative analysis between LSTM and LLM, and hands-on implementation for LSTM module by taking some small example for stock prices prediction module. I'm not going to run that programs here Python, but I'm going to show how to work with Copilot by writing a prompt, right prompt to get the right result. Later on, you can drill down that further into that. Then later on at the end, I'm going to cover how I am grooming, what kind of benefits people are getting also at the end. So is this okay, guys? So I can proceed, right? Now, so here, The future is with AI, with creative ideas and creating different models in ML. In the earlier days, we used to work with different programming languages and we used to build software. So it was like a 3 months minimum time was required to build any software. But with AI help, AI tools help, it is very easy to build this kind of applications using the ML algorithms. Most of you are aware of top 12 algorithms in ML. Using them, you can build any kind of thing. So we're going to see how these can help LLMs and LSTM in live applications. So here, AI models are transforming our world in unprecedented ways. Yes, obviously, this presentation will take you on a creative journey through the capabilities, applications, and feature of AI in different business applications, basically. Let us explore how these models can unlock new possibilities and reshape our lives. So we're going to see that. So what are AI models, first of all? AI models are algorithms that enable machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Let us say we have common sense to think about any kind of activities in our daily life. And also apart from that, we also have common sense to design, develop some kind of software modules or testing the software modules or something. So here, the same human intelligence we are going to feed to the machines in the form of scripts or creating some kind of machine learning model. So through them, we are going to run that as a software to predict or to work with us, with our activities. So these models learn from data and improve over time. See, whatever we are thinking from the childhood onwards, our parents taught us how to do, how to perform in different things. They taught us. With that memory, we are doing still with that. So in the meanwhile, in our regular life, we learned a lot of things from different people at the same time. In job roles also, we learned it. Those all are there in our memory. Those are called from the data, different combinations of data. So if you want to build any kind of activity using the machine learning model, first we need the data. That data need to be fed to the program or scripting. Then model need to be created. So these models learn from data and improve over time, allowing for advanced capabilities such as natural language processing and image recognition. So we'll see here how the evolution of AI came into the picture. The journey of AI has been fascinating from easy rule-based systems to today's complex deep learning models. So, yes, obviously, there is a deep learning process. If you supply the data sets, those data sets going to be analyzed and creating the models. So, each stage has contributed to the sophistication and capabilities we see in AI today. We have seen many AI products also. With those things, naturally, it identifies the defects or it identifies the actions to be taken. Also, it suggests it. Even today's market, if you see, you go to any top-notch clinical centers or corporate hospitals. At their side, they have bots. Bots are going to help you in answering the basic questions. So the same way you take any banking application website, banking site. In the site, there is a bot. Bot is going to help you to answer minimal questions. If it is not able to answer, it means the data is fed for the minimal information supply, for minimal questions only. So it needs more information. It is not able to perform. Then what it does, it is going to guide you to contact the help desk, or it is going to connect to particular help desk associate in the bank. The same way in hospital management also it is available. The data whatever they fed for particular rules to apply, it works up to that. So these are the different ways and laying the groundwork for future advancements. Yes, you can accelerate the advancements day by day also with AI models. If you prepare some small AI model like hospital support, patient support, or banking support, then you can extend them into further business activities also. So what are the creative applications? AI is not just about automation, it is also about creativity. Yes, obviously we thought different things to automate it through ML models, and we created a bot in different business applications like banking sector or hospital management, such kind of things. So those are coming from the creative thinking. Through that, we have created them. From generating art to composing music, you might have seen a lot of songs might have come in YouTube channels since last 1 year onwards with popular singers' voices. So that is coming under music composing automatically by the AI tools, and where it can replace the singers also. So AI models can enhance human creativity and offer new perspectives. Yes, obviously. Then imagine a world where AI collaborates with artists to create masterpieces. So you can create the arts also. The and even interior designs you can do it. Even building architecting also you can do it. There are tools have come. With those tools they are doing. So all those are ML models only. The tools, whatever they designed it through ML concepts only they designed it. Whatever top 12 algorithms you learned in your degree, through them they have designed that. So first we'll see some of the 5 case studies here in these things, in these slides. So AI in healthcare, how it works. In healthcare, AI models are revolutionizing diagnostics and personalized medicine. Let us say one patient has gone with different symptoms. Now, initially, what the nurse will do, she will do preliminary checks like BP, diabetes, or minimal checks, heart related things. All those things, she's going to fed into the data. So that data is going to fed to the bot or some kind of equipment that is going to give the diagnostic analysis, and it is going to pull the past symptoms also if they have that data, the patient data in that hospital. Then it is going to suggest the medicines also from the fed data. What is the fed data? Doctors, experts are going to create. If this is the symptom, the following are the suggestions for medicines. The following are the medicine names, and this is the prescription. That kind of data they have might have fed it in that bot. So that bot is going to suggest personalized medicines. Then immediately the nurse or somebody can write the prescription also. So the same way nowadays there are a lot of hospitals. They are giving helpline through the bots also with IVR modules, which speaks in the audio video kind of things also. So with that you can do it. So it means all the data should be there. If you want to function, if you want the bot to be function like expert, expert data need to be given to the bot under AI model. The model need to be trained and designed and developed, it, tested, verified in different aspects and implemented it. That's the way we are going to do the ML development. So by analyzing vast amounts of data, they can identify patterns and predict outcomes. Yes, how it is going to identify patterns? Because we designed and we developed ML model for that activity. Then we tested also for perfection and its functioning also. So with that, it comes with effectiveness to show the practical advices to the patient, leading to more effective treatments and improved patient care also. Yes, obviously with that data, it is going to you. Then there are ethical dimensions also. We can use it under AI. So as we embrace AI, we must also consider the ethical implications, issues such as bias, privacy, and accountability are crucial. It is essential to ensure that AI models are developed and used in a way that is fair and responsible. Yes, obviously. So those are the things. Then AI and business, how it works. So business leverages AI models to enhance efficiency and drive innovation from customer service chatbots to predictive analytics. Yes, we discussed it, predictive analytics also. You take simple weather forecasting in India. If you see the any channels, TV channels, they forecast next 3 days, at least before 3 days, they will tell. In this state, in this particular region, there is a cyclone effect. Okay, they are giving precautions to the government and also to people. Those are all coming under the predictive analytics. What they do, they take the data, weather forecasting, past data also, and analyze it in AI models. So the same way you can see in India, in some of the states, some of the experts have given exact figures or nearer to the exact achieved figures also in the electioneering. And in US also, you might have seen that. So those are coming from the predictive analytics activity. So AI has reshaped how companies operate, enabling them to make data-driven decisions and improve customer experiences. Obviously, this is the activity. It is going to be automated in most of the business applications, and already around 20% it is achieved in IT industry globally. Those are the statistics you can see in the internet, and every year they are incrementing that 20% to achieve more automation in business implementation with AI practices. Now, what are the future trends? The future of AI is bright with trends like explainable AI. Explainable AI is it is going to give justifications, it is going to guide how to do that particular activity, and guidelines also it is going to give. It is like advisor. You take any legal advisor. Legal advisor is an expert in legal aspects in Indian BNS. Okay. So the current name is BNS. Earlier it was a different code. So they fed all the data. So it works. A tool can work like advisor in that field also to explain it, which aims to make AI decisions more transparent and AI democratization also. Yes, obviously you're going to democratize with AI tools also, making these technologies accessible to everyone. These trends will shape the next generation of AI applications. Yes, obviously. Now, challenges ahead are what? Despite its potential, AI poses challenges such as data scarcity, regulatory hurdles, and the need for robust infrastructure. Why data scarcity? Let us say the weather forecasting exactly you may not be getting it, whatever the news channels are forecasting. So with that, what happens? There is a lack of data supply. Even in engineering, a lot of agents gave predictions also. They got failed because they never got the exact data, exact feedback from the people from different districts or from different constituencies also. So due to that, what happens? There is a data scarcity, then the model will fail. So then regulatory hurdles also. Regulatory compliance are there, like telecom, if you see TRI is there. If you see healthcare areas, so HIPAA is there. So banking sector, if you see SOC is there. That kind of regulatory organizations or regulatory compliances are there. One need to apply those also to perform with ethics also, and the need for robust infrastructure. So basically, all these implementation need to be done through the cloud services only. Ultimately, you need to choose the top cloud services like AWS or Azure or GCP. There, you need to build these kind of things to have contingency plans also, and also continuous availability also the systems. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for the sustainable development of AI technologies, as obviously. Then collaboration is key. The future of AI will depend on collaboration between technologists, ethicists, and policymakers. Yes, obviously, I discussed with you, ethical practices need to be done when we are building a. You guys are young engineers, so you need to learn what are the ethical practices. You need to adapt it while building the scripts for model design development. Also, those are a part of the code reviews happens while reviewing the code in the ML models and training them perfectly. So, and policymakers are coming under regulatory authorities also. Those also you need to be aware of that. It is not only the scripting part you learn as engineer, ML engineer. You need to understand the how to implement, how it should be legalized your product. All those you need to understand it. So by working together, we can create a framework that fosters innovation while addressing the ethical concerns surrounding AI technologies. Yes, obviously, all these will apply. The conclusion is AI models hold immense potential to unlock the future across various sectors by embracing creativity, addressing ethical concerns, and fostering collaboration. We can ensure that AI serves as a force for good in our society. How it comes under good? by following ethical practices, by following regulatory compliances, by following government policy making, all those things. Right. Now let us jump into the LSTM. So how you can master LSTM application by understanding the business ethics, business practices also. So here the introduction, it starts with what is called LSTM. LSTM acronym is long short-term memory networks, or a type of recurrent neural networks designed to learn from sequences of data. Example, sequences of data is what? Let us say you take a stock market. You want to see the trends. Early morning, the market is opened. So you take the previous day's morning and evening sessions data. You're going to fed to the ML model. Then it is going to give continuously how it is going to be operated. It means continuously you are supplying the data series to model a sequences of data sets. So then it is going to predict it stage by stage also. So the predictions are happening every hour or every 2 hours, depends on the stock performance, on that market trends also, and also the political influences on the market also. All these all are affected. And globally, how the markets are performing also, it depends on that. All that information are going to fed to the model. According to that, the predictions will happen. So, designed to learn from sequences of data, this presentation will explore various applications of LSTMs, highlighting their effectiveness in handling time series data and sequential patterns also. Yes, we are going to see that. So, understanding LSTM when it comes, LSTMs are particularly adept at managing long range dependencies in data. They utilize gates to control the flow of information, enabling the model to retain or forget information as needed. See, what are the gates? We are going to supply different data sets to perform a series of the time series activities. Let us say you take a day in stock market, 2 hours, 2 hours, if you split the time series, then data sets you are going to supply it. Then you can bring each gate, each data set under different gates. We're going to see in the further also how it is going to apply to control the flow of information, enabling the model to retain or forget information as needed. Yes, once it is used, that data set it is not going to be used, it means it will forget it. So it means it is what we got the acronym for that: long short-term memory. Both memories it will have. Short-term memory, it will ignore it. Long-term memory, it will remember that. So we need to train the model with the data sets and with rules also to perform the activities. So enabling the model to retain or forget information as needed, which is crucial for tasks like language processing and forecasting also. So the case studies, if you see, there are 5 case studies I have pulled it. First one is sentiment analysis. In this case study, we explore how LSTMs can be applied to sentiment analysis in social media data. Let us say in social media, you might have seen Twitter, Facebook, other social media also. So popular media is Twitter. In Twitter, if somebody posted some innovative things, immediately what happens? A lot of views will come. So with that post, the sentiment analysis can be done also, and it can be applied with ML model. So what is going to happen for this post? How it is going to be viewed? How it is going to be commented? Also, it can be estimated also. So by analyzing sequences of words, LSTMs can accurately determine the emotional tone of a message, aiding businesses in understanding customer feedback. Yes, obviously customer feedback is you are going to comment on the Twitter post. Those are the feedback basically. It is going to estimate that. So this is the high level picture I am giving for the sentiment analysis. So later when you go to the job, you need to understand if you are working for social media, this can be implemented. If you are working for any other domain, there is a sentiment analysis activity is there in ML models. It can be implemented across domains, business domains. So case study 2, stock price prediction. LSTMs have proven effective in stock price prediction by analyzing historical price data. As they can capture trends and patterns over time, providing traders with insights to make informed decisions in the financial markets. So we discussed that elaborately, and we'll see a prompt also in the coming time. Third case study is language translation. In natural language processing, LSTMs are utilized for long language translations. Let us say you have got some script in English. Now you want to convert into Hindi in different local languages, regional languages in India. So that is possible through LSTMs. By learning from large data sets of text in multiple languages, LSTMs can generate accurate translations, facilitating cross-lingual communications in various applications. Here, what you need to do, you have already Google Translator. That is also can come under LSTM. So, if you are typing something in one language, then you convert into another language. Immediately, you get the language conversion also. So, LSTMs can be designed as a tool also by having interfacing with your Google Translate also by incorporating that connection. Okay, you don't need to spend much time for that design. Then video analysis is the case study for. If you see, LSTMs can also be applied video analysis where they process sequence of frames to identify actions or events. So, let us say if any political analysis, some speeches are there for 30 minutes or 1 hour from top leaders from any country. You can analyze it, the video analysis, and give the comments on that also. Then that is going to be spread in the news channels or newspaper websites also. That is possible. So this capability is essential for applications in surveillance and automation, autonomous vehicles, enhancing their decision-making process. So what is this? What is the surveillance? Let us say security cameras are there. You have security cameras in office also, in houses also, home also, and in traffic signals places also. If somebody absconded uh, from crossing the traffic lights, red lights, that is also one violence, right? So it is going to use those videos also by traffic police people. It can identify that person and it can publish. These are the things happen like that to catch the people also. Then autonomous vehicles are like Google Drive cars are there. You might have observed in different cities also. Those cars have got fed ML model, and in that model, everything is going to be there, including the Google Maps tracing and traffic signals following also, and surroundings also. Sensors are identified it through the Google car. All that kind of things are applied it. Okay. Then case study 5 is music generation, as I discussed with you. In the creative domain, LSTMs are used for music generation by learning from existing compositions. What are the compositions? Top singers, audios you are going to supply, the past songs to them. Then they can create new melodies and harmonies. It means wonderful voices can be created with their pitch also, with their tone also. So even the original person cannot play music like that. So showcasing the potential of AI in the artistic field and inspiring musicians also. Okay, this is the fifth one, last one. So what are the advantages of LSTM? The primary advantages of LSTMs include their ability to remember long-term dependencies, manage vanishing gradients, and adapt to various sequential tasks. We discussed series of data sets we need to prepare for preparation of the activation of the business related activity of LSTM. Then gradients also will be there under data sets. There are gates also we discussed it. Those are all applied it. These features make them a preferred choice for many applications in deep learning. So these are the advantages. Then what are the challenges while implementing LSTM? Despite their strengths, LSTMs face challenges such as complexity in training. Yes, obviously you have correct data sets to perform the model, ML model for LSTM. Then training is required. If you want to train that, more data sets are required. High computational requirements. Yes, you have to transform some activities also. Some transformation need to happen it. And the need for large data sets. Yes, addressing these challenges is crucial for optimizing their performance in real world applications. The more challenges are there here, data sets collection, preparation of the data, pre-processing activities, then training the model, testing the model are the critical activities here, if you want to understand that. If you know only Python script, that is not enough. You need to understand the design part, activities part also. So feature of LSTM application. The feature of LSTM application lies in their integration with other AI models also and advancements in computational power. So as we discussed in the previous slides, all these are applied here. As technology evolves, LSTMs will continue to play a significant role in areas like healthcare, finance, and entertainment. So we have discussed the case studies. These are examples only I have given it here. Now, what are the best practices while designing and developing LSTM models? To maximize the effectiveness of LSTMs, it is essential to follow best practices such as data processing, selecting appropriate hyperparameters, and applying regularization techniques. These steps enhance model performance and generalization. When you are designing as ML engineer, you need to follow these best practices. We discussed already all these activities also in the previous slides. Now, the conclusion is mastering LSTM applications opens doors to numerous opportunities across different fields. By understanding their capabilities and challenges, practitioners can leverage LSTMs to drive innovation and achieve significant results in their projects. So, as I discussed with you, there are different case studies you can take it. And when you go to the employer for an interview, yes, your business is this one. You understand the business first, employer business, and tell if you are working for healthcare, yes, these are the activities I can automate through the AI models with my knowledge, with my exposure or experiences. So you can say upfront, you can convince in the interviews itself with this knowledge. So next one is LLMs. So what are LLMs? We'll see with 5 real world case studies also. So we are going to see into 5 innovative case studies that showcase the transformative potential of LLMs across various industries. So first, let us understand LLMs. LLM stands for Large Language Models. This is the acronym. Are AI systems designed to understand and generate human-like text. So they leverage vast amounts of data to learn patterns, enabling them to perform tasks such as translation, summarization, and content creation effectively. Let us say I discussed with you about translation. LSTM also can be prepared as a model. LLM also can be prepared for translation activities. And summarizing it like you have a test document. What is the outcome of the document? You want to give in 5 bullets. So if you want to summarize it, it takes a day for 100-page document to read and write your own way summarization. You need to be a very good proofreader. You need to be a very good editor also. Then only you will have that skills. But here with AI model, within minute, you can get the summary. You might have seen ChatGPT or Copilot, such kind of tools, AI tools, how they do very fast in seconds also. That kind of models can be created by you guys in LLMs. And content creation effectively. Content can be created with LLMs also, like ChatGPT is LLM, Copilot is LLM. Then there are so many tools are there in the market. Those are created on the basis of the LLM concepts. So now let us see the case studies. In healthcare, how LLMs can be used. In healthcare sector, LLMs are revolutionizing patient care by assisting in diagnosis and treatment recommendations. I discussed with you LLM or LSTM can be created as diagnostic expert, and also it can be created as doctor also. If you see my LinkedIn articles, I have created lot of healthcare articles. I have created how a robot can work like a doctor. What kind of design need to be done to become the bot as doctor, the robot as doctor, okay, equivalent of doctor, what kind of data is required, entire medical dictionary need to be fed, and then the pharmacy information need to be fed into that. So that kind of activities can be implemented in healthcare. In future, if you see, there is no surprise, all the existing doctors, most of the existing doctors can be replaced by the robots also. That is going to happen in a short while. They analyze patient data and medical literature, providing doctors with insights and enhance decision making and improve outcomes. See here, one good thing doctors can use is they can take a bot, and instead of they are thinking what to do for this complex patient symptoms. So he can fed the information to the bot. Bot is going to analyze it with medical literature, all these things. It is going to give suggestions. Those can be used as the prescriptions immediately by the doctor also. It means there is a concept called in across globe, buy your own device. Buy your own device. If I am a doctor, I need to prepare my own device, which can advise me for particular symptoms of my patient after diagnosis of result. Then I need advisor beside me to suggest what kind of prescriptions I can write to the patient. So if you have a buy your own device as a doctor supporting equipment, a doctor don't need to scratch their heads what to do with this patient symptoms. Everything is given by the device itself. So that kind of devices are there even in IT industry also. There are people, some people they are using in Western countries. So in education, how you can use it? LLMs are transforming education by personalizing learning experiences. Thus, they can create customized lesson plans, provide instant feedback, and engage students through interactive learning tools, making education more accessible and tailored to individual needs. There are two ways. One is for faculty's activities, you can use in education these LLMs. Let us say your professors might have faculty management. Your head of the department might have head of faculty management, how to allocate uh, periods or syllabus for particular professors. And once the professor got the syllabus, that professor need to plan for scheduling the periods or coordinating with other professors also for that BTech year wise or discipline wise or branch wise or something. Then another way is if you are a student, you can identify your learning plan, learning topics. Then if you type, let us say, you want to learn on deep learning, then deep learning, you type it, it is going to give the learning plan, that particular LLM. Then you can have interactive session also. Let us say it can divide into different lessons. Those lessons you can drill down into different subtopics also. You can learn from them. It means learning made easy with the LLMs also. Oh, you have ChatGPT. You might have practiced it well with ChatGPT. So you type any kind of a prompt, it is going to give in seconds itself, including content. Earlier days, 2 years back, we used to spend a lot of time on Google search engines, full lot of blogs, lot of internet, and we select which is the best one to study ourselves to become expert in that topic. But now it is not like that. The life is made easy with LLMs like ChatGPT and other tools to learn the topics also by self. If you are a if you are a self-motivated professional, you can learn very easily. Next one is marketing. So in marketing, LLMs analyze consumer behavior and generate targeted content. They help brands craft engaging advertisements, optimize social media strategies, and even automate customer interactions, leading to enhanced customer engagement and satisfaction. Let us say if you want to advertise on your college or on your courses, then what you are going to do? You are supposed to prepare one advertisement. How you are going to prepare it? With your thoughts only. If LLM is there, it can do innovative things also with multiple copies of the advertisements. Those advertisements you can post in social media about your college or courses or something like that. The same way, digital marketers use marketing LLMs to easy their activities, and also in social media trends also it can pull and what is going on that particular topic of the advertisement. Let us say if you are advertising about your college courses, who are advertising on these courses can pull the information through LLM itself. It can pull the information, it can suggest you prepare this way the advertisement. Then you can ask LLM to prepare the advertisements which is competitive than that particular advertisement. All these are possible through marketing, and digital marketers are enjoying with these kind of LLMs to automate their process also by scheduling the advertisements in social media also. And in finance sector, if you come, finance industry leverages LLMs for risk assessment and fraud detection. You know about Credit cards are stolen by a lot of people on internet. When you enter the number, they are going to catch. Hackers are going to catch the numbers, and international uh, uh, billing can be done by anybody. So that fraud detection can be identified by the banks by using the risk assessment and fraud detection LLMs. So by analyzing transaction patterns and market trends, they provide financial institutions with real-time insights that enhance security and improve investment strategies. So every bank has got fraud detection activity. That is the top priority for them. If they have account management or credit card management, debit card management, all those things. So they are going to train those things with the past data patterns, and they are going to fed the rules also what to apply for fraud detection. So with that, what happens? The LLM is going to give complete information what is going to happen for that particular card. Let us say if anybody's card is stolen by them, and if it is being used illegally for illegal transactions, then bank is going to alert you by phone call itself. This is the transaction, we got it. Are you doing this transaction, or is it being done by you? If it is yes, you press one. If it is not, press two. We'll block that particular transaction. It says so. That kind of LLMs are built in already by the banks to identify the fraud detection and alert to the customer by a phone call, also with automated voice messages. So, and not only that, there are so many activities you can do in financial uh, institutions. So, let us say if you want to sanction one loan as manager, mortgage manager, you can identify the eligibility for that person. You can process the application in seconds or minutes also by feeding the data. So mortgage loans can be approved easily and personal loans can be uploaded. Any kind of activity which is involving more process, human activity, process, human involvement, the repetitive tasks, those can be used for LLM designing purpose, model designing purpose in business. So next one is create arts. As we discussed with you, LSTM. Here also LLMs can be used to create the arts also. LLMs are making waves in the creative arts by generating music, poetry, and visual arts also. So you can generate your own poetry, you can generate your own music by putting the input as top singers music. Then it is going to create it. You can enjoy with that also. And visual arts also can be created by LLMs. They print the image only. Okay, they collaborate with artists, offering inspiration and new perspectives, thereby expanding the boundaries and creativity and artistic expression also. Yes, obviously, that is going to happen. What are the challenges when you are designing and developing LLMs? While the potential of LLMs is immense, we face challenges such as bias, data privacy, and ethical consideration. As I discussed with you, you need to have data privacy while designing LLMs. If you want to have secure data in data sets, you need to have cloud services basically. Or in your area, if you have local cloud services by using the virtual cloud services, you have to have security higher protection for hackers. The same thing is applied in cloud services also with the data privacy. Then and ethical considerations, as I discussed with you, policymakers policies you need to use it, you need to embed it, and governance is also you need to compliance governance is also you need to use it, and security policies also you need to embed it in lens while processing the data, and ethical considerations also ethical practices for NLP models are very much required for that particular activity. Addressing these issues is crucial to ensure that LLMs are used responsibly and benefit society as a whole. So you need to learn those concepts also as ML engineer or ML developer before designing LLMs. So what are the future trends with LLMs? The future of LLMs holds exciting possibilities, including advancements in multimodal learning and real-time language translation. Yes, these are the things going to happen. As technology evolves, we can expect LLMs to become even more integrated into our daily lives, enhancing communicating and understanding. Let us say you want to have your own device, buy your own device. You are working as IT professional. Now you need to think about the activity, what you are going to do today. What are the tasks? Now you give it your own device. My activity is this one. I have done my project activity so on so far. Now what are the things I need to? Then it is going to list. Okay, you are designing ML model for this particular LLM preparation. Now yesterday you have done data sets preparation. Now you apply that data sets to model design. Then later if you are able to do development, you do the development with the Python scripts. For that, this is the A prompt, you need to use it. Then it is going to write the A prompt and give it you also. Then you can use it in Copilot or ChatGPT to get the guidelines. Then from there, you're going to develop the Python script and testing it and training the model. Then after that, model testing will happen. All these guidelines can be given by your own device also as IT professional. So it all depends on your innovative things, how you are going to design your models and present to your organization. We can expect LLMs to become even more integrated into our daily lives. That is the activity I have explained example. And enhancing communicating and understanding. Let us say, normally we forget with work stress. All those can be avoided if you have your own device. Even if you have your own app, LLM app can be designed it, you can upload into your mobile in future, which is used for your data, for your personal data with privacy. Yes, you can ask now what is my next activity, because you are feeding every day what you are doing also to LLM. Then it is going to analyze and you give the communication to you. What are the action steps you need to take on a day? So what are the real world impact? The real world impact of LLMs is profound, influencing industries from healthcare to entertainment. We have seen some 5 examples. Apart from that, there are so many areas you can implement LLMs in automotive industries also to identify, predict the defects in the new cars and advise the guidelines for standards also, for quality checks also. And their ability to process and generate human-like tests opens doors to innovation and efficiency. So, if you see generative AI concepts, there are a lot of procedures are there you can apply in generative AI. With that, you can generate human-like tests, open doors also, and you can create innovative products also, and it can increase the efficiency of human brains and reshaping how we interact with technology also. Yes, that is going to happen. Then what are the key takeaways with LLMs expertise? As we conclude, remember that LLMs are not just tools. Yes, they are the catalyst for change in our life, in our daily activities, and in business automation also, right? Their applications are vast, and by embracing this technology, we can unlock new opportunities and drive progress in various fields. Yes, obviously, there are so many fields, so many applications can be prepared it with LLMs. Now, what is the conclusion for LLMs? Understanding and applying large language models is crucial for leveraging their potential across various business functions. As we discussed, these are limited only 5 examples, but there are so many. By harnessing the power of transformer architecture, these models are transforming industries, driving innovation, and enhancing operational efficiency. Yes, obviously, we have seen the examples and we discussed that. Now, let us see, compare to studies. Even though by now you might have got what is LSTM, what is LLM, where all it can be used with, but main differences we'll see by comparing them in following slides. So while both LLMs and LSTMs are used for sequence modeling, yes, we have seen data sets are going to be fed for analyzing the prediction of the stars. Then in other areas also you can see that kind of LSTMs. So the LLMs also can be prepared it. LLMs are generally more scalable and capable of handling longer context. In contrast, LSTMs are more suited for applications with limited data and specific sequence tasks. We discussed about LSTMs practices. We need sequential data to train that model, to prepare that model. Yes, in that sequential data sets, once it is done, that cycle, it is done, LSTM. But LLM means it is an ongoing process. We train that model to perform for different activities. It is going to wait for the inputs from the user also. Let us say if you have a banking website support bot, it keeps on waiting for the user to feed some kind of questions. Those questions are going to be verified in the backend in the database, fed into the LLM, and it is going to analyze it and it is going to answer the right answers to the customer. It means it is going to wait further, it is going to take inputs also. But LSTM is one activity based model that is prepared for running particular activity with limited data, with sequential data tasks. So LLMs are always, it is active. If it takes ChatGPT or Copilot, it is open for any kind of prompt. When you give the prompt, it is going to function its functionalities. It is going to give the script in different steps also. The same way, any LLM can be prepared. So what are the applications of LLMs? If you see, LLMs find applications in various fields, including content generation, chatbots, and language translation. I've given more examples about the chatbots in banking, financial, hospital management, in other areas also. Even buy your own device comes under chatbot. The upgraded chatbot device is buy your own device. It has got your activities data, and it is going to advise you day by day what you can do it. And language translation also is part of the LLMs. Their ability to understand and generate text makes them invaluable in enhancing user interaction and automating tasks. Yes, obviously, you have fed to LLM for particular business activity. It is going to function for that business activities. What are the strengths of LLMs? The strengths of LLMs include their ability to generate coherent text, handle diverse inputs, and learn from vast datasets. Yes, you have to have more data. Here, we have discussed in LLM slides the challenges. The challenges are more data need to be identified. Let us say weather forecasting if you want to see. In your Google app, you have weather forecast. It is going to pull the data, fast data. But if it is not having the data, what it does? It gives whatever it is available up to that. The predictions may not be correct. So the data sets identification is very important. That's where the data engineer role is very important while designing, developing LLM models also. His responsibility is to prepare the data sets. They are particularly effective in tasks requiring creativity and contextual understanding. Yes. So the series of tasks, it need to be prepared. Depends on the activity of the customer. Let us say if you have a banking application site, then the bot is asking, input your query. Then you are inputting, I need to get mortgage loan. Then what it is going to do? It is going to pull what are the questions to be asked for the mortgage customer. That is going to pull from the database. Because it got trained. What are the sequence of activities it need to be done by the bot for the bot by ML engineer? Okay, it got tested, it got released by DevOps people for deployment in live. Right now, it is going to see what are the activities I need to. So it is going to ask, can you give your Aadhaar card number? Then it is going to verify from the civil. Then it says your civil score is this one. What it does in the backend, it is going to pull the data from civil score database in the bank. Bank side will have updated data from civil data online transactions. So it is online in the backend. It pulls your score is so X point Y. So you are eligible for loan. Now, how much loan you are applying? What are your documents? All those series of questions like checklist it is going to ask. It is going to ask input you attach your files, like any kind of files. What bank needs it. Then it is going to say I'm processing it. It takes some few minutes or 2 seconds, and it says yes, your loan is approved. Your loan is not approved. what are the reasons it gives? If it is approved, what are the actions this customer need to take? So it says your reference is given XYZ. This is the reference. Now you come to bank and give the reference to our analyst. He is going to approve it after your physical verification. That is the automation we have done it by feeding the series of the tasks. Okay. Then it is waiting for another customer once it is done on the website for one person. So it is an ongoing process. It happens with LLMs at all as a bot or any kind of device. So they are particularly effective in tasks requiring creativity and contextual understanding. What is the creativity? Creativity is it is going to advise you in different aspects. Okay, that is the thing. Then strengths of LSTMs. If you see, LSTMs excel in tasks where temporal dependencies are crucial. What are the temporal dependencies? If you want to analyze the stock options, predict that stock options value in future or in next 2 days, then it needs a lot of data. It needs series of data sets. It has dependencies on the temporary data sets also and long-term data sets also. Their architecture allows them to remember important features over time. Yes, we're going to say what to remember, what to not remember. All those are going to be plugged in your rules in ML model and making them suitable for applications like video analytics, real-time predictions. The real-time predictions are stock options and forecasting, weather forecasting, also real-time predictions. These are the examples. Then video analytics is another one. Video analytics is you need to have input, video input. Then it is going to analyze it in test process. It is going to give guidelines what it contains in summary, that kind of things. It means when you are preparing the LSTM design, you need to have in place all these prior or prerequisites in place. Then you need to plan perfectly. So limitations of LSTMs, what are those? While LSTMs are effective for sequential data, they may struggle with long-range dependencies compared to LLMs. Yes, long-range dependencies means it waits for the data. The data need to come from backend servers, backend applications. So dependencies compared to LLMs. The LLM is one-time trained model, one-time fed the data. It functions for particular activity. But LSTM is real-time data analysis. It need to be done. Real-time data need to be supplied. It has dependencies. You need to understand that. Their performance can also decline with very large data sets. If you are feeding millions of data sets, no use. It is not having capability to do all those things. You need to split them into small pieces of data sets, making them less versatile in some context also. So these are the limitations. Then another aspect, despite their capabilities, LLMs limitations if you see can be resource intensive and may produce bias outputs based on training data. They also require substantial computational power, limiting their accessibility for smaller projects. So while designing the LLMs also, you need to see. If you recollect ChatGPT, they took more months to design and develop ChatGPT because they used to fed so the overall website's information in ChatGPT 3.5. So it took months together for them to build that kind of LLM. Then later on, it got released. When it got released, it was under testing also. So beta testing. Then later on, they got fixed all the issues also. So that way, what happens? The LLMs also have got that kind of effort. Depends on the size of the LLM, what you are preparing, what you are going to present your customers also. The conclusion is both LLMs and LSTMs play a crucial role in AI. Understanding their strengths, limitations, and applications can help practitioners choose the right model for their specific needs. It means you need to have your requirement very clearly and your analysis, your design plan, your training plan, your testing plan, all those things. paving the way for future innovations. Yes, if you have all those things, yes, you are going to prove it is an invited LLM. Okay, then let us go to one sample. I'm going to give very small sample here with AI prompt for test data creation and also this one. Okay, so let us do one thing. We'll give some 5 minutes break for you guys. After 5 minutes break, we'll reassemble. Take 5 minutes break to move
Okay,
into
sir.
stock
Fine.
options. Is it okay, Satish?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
Meanwhile, all the participants which haven't renamed, you can rename yourselves according to the format. We are taking screenshots for the attendance.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
Let me do one thing. I'll also give one article which has got more this one, more live examples. Satish, I have given one link in WhatsApp. You please copy that in the message.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be sharing in the group.
You
No
please
issues.
share the message. Yeah, that is one of
Okay,
the
okay, no problem.
you can see for
Yes, yes, yes.
examples.
For sure, please.
Okay, right. So we'll proceed with this slide. Now, what I did is first let us understand what are the model activities. 1 minute, just a moment. Is it showing my slide? Just a moment. Let me stop sharing. Just a moment. I'm sharing one moment. It is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 minute. Just let me call. You also got my PDF, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here, there are different activities for designing this kind of model. In general, if you see the traditional development, we have software development lifecycle like requirements, then later on design, then later on you are going to see development, then testing phases will be there like unit testing, before that code review in development lifecycle. You might have studied Pressman's software engineering book in your graduation, right? BTech graduation. As per his process, it has got different activities. So SDLC, software development life cycle activities. The same way, machine learning life cycle activities are there. It needs some kind of data pre-processing activities in the beginning for any machine learning development. So initially, what you were going to do here, in any model. Import, if you are using Python, yes, we are going to import libraries. Then later on, we're going to work on the load and pre-process data. So what is the load? You have some CSV files from stock market, which is having particular company ticker value and company name. Then later on, particular fields in that file. Then you're going to load it. After loading, what you are going to do, there is activity called pre-processing in ML that you are going to do it. Here in this activity, what are the tasks you are going to do? Load and stock data set. Visualize the closing price history. Then scale the data for better performance. If you are feeling there are gaps, you are going to scale them up with different data sets, different combinational data sets. Then split the data into training and testing data sets. Training, you need to have different sets, and testing, you need to have different sets. So when you are testing particular software application, you need to create the negative test requirements also, apart from functional requirements. The same way, test data need to have such kind of data also. One is functionality testing data sets, another one is negative testing data also. So then create sequence for the LSTM model. Yes, the sequences what we discussed, the different data sets and model in a sequence of the tasks we are going to design that. With that design, you are going to create the sequences and testing the model. Then third activity is build the LSTM model. You are initializing the LSTM model, whatever you have done it in the above activity. And you after that, you are adding LSTM layers and dense layers. Like you might be adding some kind of modules for that. Those modules you are going to do it. Then compile the model. Yes. Train the model on the training data sets. Yes, that is going to happen in the build LSTM model. That is the activity in the development cycle, ML development life cycle. The fourth one is create testing data. As I discussed with you, you need to prepare functional data, functionality related, features related test data sets, and also negative test data set to break the system. Obviously, the test analyst or test engineer role is you need to break the system and identify the flaws, defects, issues, such kind of things. Then creating test data set, it involves prepare the testing data set using the scale data and create sequences for the testing data set. Whatever you have developed in the sequences of data sets, the same sequences the tester need to create it, the test engineer need to create it to test the model. Then make predictions. Use the trained model to make predictions on the testing data set. Yes. Then inverse transform the scaled predictions to original values. Yes, you're going to do it. After scaling, you are going to bring into realistic data sets. Then visualize the predictions against the actual stock prices. Yes, that is there. Then you are evaluating the model, calculate the root mean square error to evaluate the model's accuracy. This is the algorithm we used it in this stock prediction models. Root mean square is the algorithm you use it in LSTMs also. So explanation is understand the importance of data pre-processing, LSTM model architecture, training process, prediction and evaluation metrics. All these activities are coming here to, while evaluating the model. So every stage it is very important. Cautiously you need to work on that. Now in our activity, it is a small activity. I have taken it, not like a realistic application or realistic LSTM. What I have done is here, I have prepared the array prompt for test data creation. In this, I have considered common fields like date, open, high, low, close, adjacent, close, and value. Here I am not giving the company name, company listed symbol in stock options. If you take Infosys, Infi is there, TCS is there, Wipro is there, Tech Mahindra is there. Such kind of company sticker values I have not included. You as ML developer, you need to add them also later on. But I am giving a standard model procedure to create the standard fields or columns and specify the format and structure of the data I'm asking in AI prompt and ensure that it includes a realistic range of values for each column. Yes, the test data should cover a period of 20 days. So 20 days data, I'm creating it. For that, I am running the AI prompt. Now let us see this AI prompt I will give in Copilot. I will show you in front of you in next few minutes or 1 minute. Let me copy this into my notepad and do it. Hold on for a minute. I'll share the Copilot screen also. You're able to see my Copilot screen here.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Let me copy that script. Sorry, prompt, a prompt. So I'm running it. You can see the result, which gives the script also by Copilot. So what it says, creating a Python script to generate test data for stock price forecasting sounds like a great exercise. Yes, obviously. Here is a script that generates a data set with the specified columns and a realistic range of values for a 20-day period. It means it is creating the Python script, basically. I asked it to create the Python script in the prompt. Then it is importing the important libraries like pandas, numpy, and datetime function also. Okay. Then it is giving the code snippets. First code snippet is function to generate random stock data. What it is doing, it is generating stock data for these columns. You can include your columns, depends on the ticker value, what you selected, for which one you want a prediction. You need to add that here, those two fields, company, company name and company listed value in the stock market. Then you are going to create the data frame. After that, in the next code snippet, you are generating the test data for 20 days by using the above data frame. Okay. Then you are going to take start date as today's and number of days. What are the number of days? 20 days we have added in the field. Okay. Then this is the number of days, 20. Then you are going to save into CSV file. Test stock data CSV is the file name, right? Then you are giving the print statement in Python. It is going to print the stock data. Okay. Then this script generates a data frame with the specific columns, and the date column covers a period of 20 business days starting from a given start date. The other columns contain random values with a realistic range. Okay, but if you want to have company ticker value, you need to have separate file. There two fields should be there: company listed name, company name. Then you can run that later with this data file also to get that values. Okay, this is the first script. Okay, from the AI prompt for test data. Then now let us see in the next one, in the this one I have created. Let's share, come back to the PDF. You're able to see my PDF, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm back. Now the AI prompt I need to write to design my LSTM model for the activities given, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this particular AI prompt, create detailed instructions for implementing a stock price forecasting model using long short-term memory networks. See here, this is important. What is the type of the model I'm creating in ML, LSTM model, by using the networks concept, neural networks concept in Python. Include steps for pre-processing data for sequence modeling, building a simple LSTM model using TensorFlow Keras, and training and evaluating the model performance. Provide explanations for each code snippet. This is the one I'm going to run this time, the AI prompt into Copilot. Let me copy from my notepad the same thing I'll show you Copilot screen also. Now you are able to, I'll share the screen 1 minute. I'll share Copilot. Is it appearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see the same prompt I have created. Okay, using TensorFlow and Keras libraries, also Python libraries. Then here are the step-by-step guide for implementing a stock price forecasting model. So first thing is import required libraries. In my activities, I have listed the activity, ML model design plan. In that plan, imported required libraries are added. The same thing it is giving importing libraries. What are the libraries? Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Skyline, TensorFlow. TensorFlow has got different libraries. It is going to pull. And what is the specification? TensorFlow need to work on LSTM model, not LLM model, right? Then load and pre-process the data. Yes, this example, let us assume we have CSV file containing historical stock prices. Whatever we created in the earlier stock prices file, you are taking it and assume you are running the script in the same folder in the local laptop or desktop. Then you are the code snippets are select close column, convert it into NumPy array. Yes, it is going to convert into the NumPy. Then later normalize the data using minimum maximum scalar. Yes, you have to scale up the predictions from first day to 20 days predictions. Okay, that is the scaling. Then create a data set for training the LSTM. Yes, you're creating the data sets to train your LSTM model perfectly with the identified data sets. So these are the statements, loop statements. It is going to run the data sets. Then time step. So what are the time steps? Scale data by using the time step, 100 times or something like that. Okay. Then going to work with splitting data into train and testing sets. This is the activity in the model planning. We have done it. It is going to training the data using these code snippets. Then after that, you are building the LSTM model with the following code snippets. So build LSTM model. You are building with the above code snippets. You are calling them here as libraries or functions in Python. Then compile the model. Yes, model compilation is there. One of the tasks we discussed later. Then after that, there is another activity, evaluate the model. How we are going to evaluate it with these code snippets? You are predicting the test data as with the train model, then testing the prediction data with this function, whatever it is defined in the earlier scripts, Python scripts, then inverse transform the predictions. Yes, you are training the predictions and also testing the predictions also. After that, you are calculating the this one predictions. Okay, then you are printing the result also, how it is applied it. Then step 6 is plotting the results. You need to show the results to the visitor. Okay, this is the code snippet. You are running this plot. There is a plot library. It is involved there in the loading the imported libraries in Python. You are using that. Then after that, it is ready. So this completes our simple implementation of stock price forecasting using LSTM. The minimum maximum scalar is used to normalize the data, which is crucial for LSTM model. Yes, you need to train from 0 to infinite or n values. N values are data sets basically. So we split the data into training and testing sets. Reach for LSTM model, build and train the model, and finally evaluate its performance and visualize the results. Yes, obviously these are the things. Okay. So now this is all about how to create stock prediction data, with the data, test data. We have worked with the design plan. This is the design plan. This is the coding plan. And now you need to take the code snippets, copy them into different files, and run one by one into your local mission. That is the activity you are going to do it in live in your labs. Okay. So that is about how you can apply a LSTM model into stock prices prediction. But you have to modify the code. There will be different requirements. You need to understand them. At that time, you need to modify when you are implementing that. But this is the skeleton of that, what I gave you. So now let us go back to the PDF. You're able to see this PDF, right? So if you go back to the activities, you have all these activities. We covered importing required libraries, load pre-processed data, code snippet is there, build LSTM model code snippet is there, then create testing data set is there, code snippet, then make predictions also, it is a code snippet, then model evaluation is there, then explanation is there in the ending from the A prompt. So with that prompt, you can get the solution. Okay. Now, let us go to what I do in reality, my activities. After that, I'll open for questions and answers for 15 minutes or 10 minutes something. Is it okay, Satish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine.
Okay. So what we do from vskumarcoaching.com, there is a website on this name. So I coach the people working professionals into cloud, AI, ML, GenAI, ML ops, DevOps, job coaching. See why DevOps is required for ML engineer. You need to understand DevOps process also, DevOps activities also, tasks also. Okay. Then ML ops is required up to testing the model, finalizing the model, his responsibilities there, ML ops engineer. And he will hand over for deployment to the DevOps engineer. The DevOps engineer responsibilities is you need to understand the ML activities also, whatever I discussed here in this PDF. It is his responsibility. Then ML engineer is there. ML engineer job is you need to plan for designing, developing ML model and training also. Then ML test engineer also will be there in the loop line for those activities. If you see these activities, the first two activities are related to data engineer. If there is a data engineer existing in the project, then build a LSTM model will come to ML engineer. Then create data sets is for ML test engineer. Then make predictions is part of the ML engineer. Then evaluating model is for testing people. Then later both ML engineer, ML ops engineer will work in this activity, including the data analyst also. They finalize the model. After finalizing, they hand out to the DevOps engineer to deploy that model. That's where the DevOps activities also are included in the coaching. It means cloud also, they need to learn it. They need to learn DevOps activities also and ML activities also, ML services also, cloud services, generative AI services also, they need to learn it. Then what roles they are going to get upskilled with these activities after 4 months of the duration, it is 4 months. So cloud DevOps engineer role, they will be able to perform. Then cloud IAC expert. What is IAC? Infrastructure as a code. Whatever Python code you have written, that is called infrastructure as a code also in cloud services. If you are implementing that in cloud services, you need to build related to Azure or AWS or GCP environment. We built in generic way that particular code, okay, as a skeleton model. Okay, now they need to be expertise in Terraform, Python by doing the work samples or job tasks. So then ML ops engineering will be scaled up. I explained you just now what activities they are going to do it. No, then generative a consultant scale up also will happen. They are going to be trained and coached, and they'll do the job task for generative AI activities also. So it means the minimum roles, there are 4 roles. Apart from that, there is one hidden role will be there in that 4 months duration. They will become a prompt expert in these roles areas. Let's say in your ML projects, you need one a prompt engineer to help you. That guy is going to work for writing the prompts. I have shown my prompts here. I became expert in writing AI prompts since 1 year practice. by teaching to the people, by practicing myself for writing articles or any kind of activities. So now, in any project, if I work as a prompt engineer, I'll be able to write myself prompts and give the results to them, like script how I have shown to you through this particular activity. So the same way, a prompt engineer expertise also will come. So the procedure is we need to evaluate individual's profile, whoever is experienced or fresher. Then after that, we are going to give the roadmap. So here, the existing IT professionals also can get reskilling in ML AI engineers for generative AI. Normally, the legacy people, they are not aware of all these things. They will be coaching. They will be coached into these areas also. And finally, what they are going to do, they are going to have demos. So how the demos are going to be shown in the outer world is, let me show you this one also. Just a moment. I'll stop sharing. Then 1 moment. Just give me a minute. I need to pull my website. One minute. Now let me share this particular thing. What I'll do is, I'm not able to catch that. Okay, you are able to see my website, this one.
Yes, sir.
See, what we do once one task is given for them weekly, 2 tasks minimum will be given. They'll be doing the presentations on that work samples, whatever they practice it, including the solution presentations and any kind of things. Okay, they'll be doing this kind of demos. Then once in the resume, they are going to put this particular URL from this website. One website is going to be created as a subdomain for them. Then it is going to be shown as their presentations and their work samples. This kind of experience from cloud DevOps to till generative AI experiences is going to be shown as minimum 2 to 3 years in life. Let us say if you take any ML engineer or any generative AI consultant, he might be explored to particular project scope only, but here they are exploring the skills into multi technologies, multi domain areas, business domain areas also. Okay. See here, she has done scanning the form designer. If she uses the form designer in Azure, she scanned the bills. From bills, it will come to the data. So in offices, it is used for this particular model. Then content creation. She created some kind of videos also, text conversion to video, text to video, video to text also. Then translation services, she used it. Generative AI activity, under generative AI activities, okay? And she used personalized marketing solution. Personalized marketing is, it comes through recommendation system. There is a concept called an ML recommendation system like predictive analytics. So she used it for solution giving. She scaled up to solution design expertise and predictive maintenance with automotive industries. Let us say it can be automotive industries through them. Then another thing, cost analysis if you want to do a life cycle cost analysis. She has taken one model and did cost analysis for development purpose. So the same model what I gave you today, there are a couple of activities. For those activities, you can do the cost analysis also, planning purpose. Normally, architects or solution designers will do this kind of jobs. Then here, she is working. She worked with her past experience into the operation side, IT operation side. She wanted to do in AI ops. She presented a lot of solutions in AI ops also, and she did some kind of development activities also for ML models. So chatbot design, she has done it. So that kind of things will be done by the candidates. Okay. Now, this is one example where she has been scaled up to generative AI consultant, where she is not aware even single cloud service before coming to the coaching. And now she is eligible for this kind of roles, whatever I described here in the PDF file. So that is the benefit of that. Then 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'm sharing the screen. You are able to see my PDF now,
Yes, sir.
right? So now the interested people can book a call with me through LinkedIn. Then they can book a counseling call. Once they are coached it, as like Srivalli, they are eligible to perform these activities. If they are having 10 plus years experience, yes, they are going to lead the teams. And they can play multiple roles, as I mentioned to you, obviously, because they are trained and coached and guided to do particular demos for that particular role activities and gained A experience, obviously, demonstrated job task for profiling. In the profile, they'll present that URL. Those are demos are done like a proof of concept activities. So they can compete in the job market. And next 5 years, they are upgraded like A 1.0 because they are starting the profile with A 1.0. They can do it. So this is the benefit by attending this coaching. And apart from that, I also have designed a lot of courses who can do self-learning for interviews purpose for students and experienced professionals also. There is a app, vskumarcoaching.com is there. And through that app, you can become member and take the courses also. It is all related with live tasks only. No concepts learning. Concepts learning you need to learn from Udemy or anywhere from some other YouTube videos. But live task learning, you won't get this kind of experiences except these courses. So you can learn live task experiences also. Then this is the link I have given to you, the course link also in the messages. You can use that directly on the web browser also to join that. So that's all about me, about my services. And I appreciate you guys participating in this session. Now let us go to the question answers. The question answer scope is how you can prepare for the ML interviews, job interviews. Then another thing is any other questions related to my activities. You can release Satish this answering. Ask them to post the questions and you can address one by one. They can show their
Okay,
face.
sir. Okay, sir. Just a second.
Any questions?
So guys, if you have any questions regarding the session, regarding the topic, or regarding any career counseling, you can easily ask us.
You can
Just
raise hand in the chat as well.
There will be 10 minutes time. for raising your questions. You're watching the chart, right, Satish, to release them?
Yes, sir, I'll be.
Yeah. If they raise your
Okay.
hand, you release their face video.
Okay. Yes, sir, for sure.
There are some people entering to the waiting room now.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Who is that
Hello,
person? You
sir.
can show your face.
Yes, sir, sure. Just a
Are
second.
you okay to show face?
Yes, sure, of course, sir.
Yeah, Karthik, right, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
So, what is your background? You explain your background first, then later you ask question.
Yes, sir. So right now I'm in second year of Bachelor of Technology, and I'm in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Okay,
And
good.
yes, and recently we were introduced to basics of artificial intelligence. So
You
I
are in
had
second year, right?
yes, sir. Recently
So
means
you
in
are
this
going to enter into third year shortly.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what are the things you learned so far? Topics related to AI.
Like coding in the like PyTorch framework, etc.
Hmm.
Yes,
Did you
so I
work
had
with
this.
ChatGPT so far?
No, not at all, sir.
See, ChatGPT should be bread and butter for us if you are in IT profession till retirement.
Yes,
Or
sir.
any tool which is equivalent of ChatGPT, either Copilot or so many tools are there. Okay. So you need to be expertise in writing the prompts first. Any student, I advise you become expertise in writing the prompts. Become prompt engineer expertise by third year or fourth year itself. Right. Okay. Next, you ask your questions now.
Yes, sir. Sir, when it comes to healthcare diagnostics and like mental health chatbots, ethical considerations are very important in terms of large language models and LSTMs. So, like, what are the ethical considerations we can take while building it?
See, there are some security practices. If you are building these LLMs or LSTMs in any cloud services have got its own security practices to build that particular AI service. It can be ML service, it can be generative AI service. You need to study those practices. That is one thing. Another thing, if you are working for particular domain areas, area wise, regulatory compliances are there, government policies are there. Those policies you need to understand while designing the model. Then another thing is nobody should track your model while building a bot, installing on a website. So further security practices need to be practiced it to incorporate into the model as a code snippet to protect that model. I mean that model. See, if some hacker comes, if he is able to hack your model, if he is going to replace the model with another thing, then it behaves differently, right? That is possible, right, by the hacker. So you need to identify the such kind of things while planning for designing the ML model,
Yes, sir.
right? Right. And also, you keep studying my articles on LinkedIn now onwards. I keep posting weekly 4 or 5 articles, new articles on different topics also, on subtopics also. You can become master from those things. So far, I have published in 1 year 450 editions related to AML, generative AI, cloud DevOps, all these things. So you need at least 6 months to 1 year to study all of them.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, you can become master in that. So, if you want to learn cloud services, through my apps, it is possible to learn. There are POCs uploaded there, done by different participants also. With those things, you can practice those live tasks also related to cloud DevOps, and later on come to generative AI services course is there, AI course. Then in between them, there are live issues you can learn by gaining the experience how to solve the live issues of cloud DevOps. There is another course also with 50 live issues solved for each basic service of Azure or AWS also. Okay. That way, what happens in third year, you are going to grab the live experiences. In fourth year, you are going to attend the interview, college interview, campus interview. In that, what happens? They are going to ask such kind of questions also. Then you can say how you got groomed, self-groomed with the different things. You can explain to the person, then they will be impressed in any IT organization.
Yes, sir.
Right? Then you can mention in the resume, I have practiced the following things like proof of concept projects from these courses, and I am able to create this kind of live tasks also from cloud DevOps, AML up to generative AI tasks also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Thanks. Next person, Satish.
Yes, sir. Ganesh, you can unmute yourself.
Oh, Ganesh, you can show your face. Yeah, you release he's the speaker. Satish, you need to enable him to speak.
Okay.
It is locked,
Okay.
unmuted.
Good evening, sir.
Please.
Ganesh, again it is locked. It is muted, his speaker. Satish.
Now he can, sir. You can turn on your video.
Yeah, Ganesh.
Good evening, sir.
Pardon?
Good evening, sir. I have a doubt.
You need to speak nearer to the mic. It should be audible.
Actually, sir, I am having some network error issue. That's why I'm not able to on my camera. But I have
Okay.
a
No problem.
doubt regarding.
You explain your background first. You introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. I'm from second year AML branch in the same class as of Karthik. Sir, currently I'm in fourth semester and we are new to the AI.
You are in third year or fourth year?
Sir, I'm in second year, fourth semester.
Okay, you are a classmate of Karthik, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You have the similar questions, right? Like Karthik, right?
Yeah. No, sir, I'm having a doubt regarding a small project, basically.
Which content?
Sir, I want to ask that how can we resolve the limitations of using LLMs for real-time translation?
See, I told Karthik, right? There are generative AI courses I have created in my app courses. Web URL is given. If somebody is interested to learn, they can join there. They can learn through them also and practice with Azure free tier account. You can learn that kind of thing. See, in third year, you should be shaped yourself in one of the cloud services, either AWS or Azure expertise. And after that, you need to shape yourself to build some kind of LLMs, how our students are building. Those all are getting uploaded there into the digital course, generative AI courses. Before that, you one need to learn the cloud tasks. For that, separate course is there. Cloud POCs are there in Azure. Then later, you need to join for the generative AI courses. Those you're going to build yourself like a self-learner. Then with those things, what you can do, third year, you can prepare your profile for campus recruitments in the fourth year, first semester. Are you getting? Yours is muted. You are muted.
Yeah, sir, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
for
with
your
that,
response.
you'll have confidence. And another thing is, you follow me on LinkedIn. Okay. Sometimes I conduct free sessions also. You will be able to attend them. And that time also you can ask questions in different semesters or years, and you can tell the progress also.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
So there is a question in chat. Pradeep Behra from CSE branch has asked, are there scenarios where combining LSTM and LLM architectures, which you can yield better results? If yes, then can share some examples.
The scenarios are there. Some of the common scenarios I have discussed. Did you share the material to him?
Yes. It is in chat.
So he need to refer LLM slides and LSTM slides and compare to studies also. It is clearly mentioned. Common modules are there, business modules, and some more modules also you can identify. And if you refer my articles where I shared to Satish, you can share that URL, LinkedIn article
Yes,
with
sir.
LSTMs and LLMs. There are
Okay,
some
sir.
more examples I have written there, business examples
Okay,
also.
sir.
See,
Okay,
basically,
sir, fine.
you need to impress the recruiter or anybody. What are the business practices can be automated with your skills? To explain those skills, you need to practice with cloud, DevOps, and later on IAC with Terraform, Python expertise, and later on generative AI or ML related activities also. Then you will be able to design your own models also with those expertise. I told with Karthik what are the sequences you need to learn. Like in the LSTM sequences, dataset sequences, you have a learning sequence also. First, you should become expert in cloud, later on DevOps, then writing the code for building automation in cloud. Then later on, you need to become expertise in designing, developing ML models also. Then later on, you become expertise in generative AI model designing, developing with Azure cloud services or AWS cloud services. So then you can present yourself. In India, what is going to happen is, you might have heard Satya Nadella speeches since last few weeks. He is spending billions of dollars in India to make Azure data centers and Azure competency centers also. So millions of jobs he is going to create in Azure cloud services. If you plan your career in Azure learnings, it is going to be very attractive package. You will get it after 2 years. The starting package is going to be 10 to 15 lakhs per student minimum. That is the lowest. So now onwards, if you plan your career, it is going to be big boom for your career. Is it clear with my answers, Satish, for the questions raised by the candidate
Yes, sir.
in
Yes,
chat?
mostly it will be clear. Sir, actually, there is a question from my side. What, according to you, would be the emerging technologies that you would
Can you
that
speak nearer
would?
to the mic
Okay,
loudly?
sir. Just a second. Just a second. I'll increase the volume. Actually, I am having the question that what emerging technologies will complement or replace LLMs or LSTMs in future, according to you?
In future, what technologies are coming? ChatGPT is on your fingertips. Copilot is on your fingertips. You write a prompt and ask. See, now nobody's advice is required. Honestly speaking, nobody's guidance is required if you are a very chalu AI prompter. Okay, so the predictions of the technologies get changed every 3 months, every quarter in the world. So today's technology will not stand for next 2 years or 3 years. Every time you need to upgrade it. That upgradation need to happen with acceleration. So one need to have self-motivation to keep learning, keep updating the knowledge also. 1 year back, what was the situation? You found it in IT industry, in AI area. Now what is the situation? Okay.
Actually,
So everything it gets changes. So when you have that thought process to upgrade yourself, you ask ChatGPT or Copilot or latest tools which is connected to the internet. Then immediately you get the answers from them. That is the way you need to develop your self motivation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but practice is mandated. You need to practice the technical things like creating the services in cloud, setting up some tasks, and proving yourself you are expert in creating the services. It is not like ChatGPT scripts are going to give experiences to you. It is you, you may be able to copy so many things like a fake resume, but you have to prove yourself by doing some kind of samples, work samples. To prove to the employer. In IT companies, what is happening is they keep forcing the employees to sit 70 hours, 90 hours. You might have seen big shots discussions also, the IT leaders. You need to be prepared to sit in office 70 to 90 hours. Why they are asking this? The existing people are legacy IT professionals. They don't have these kind of job skills. They don't have attitude of learning. They are enforcing them to learn and prove with their domain expertise, with past experiences. That is the reason IT leaders are enforcing them. But in your case, you have prepared yourself from graduation onwards. If you learn in a learning path like this, what I suggested it, learn cloud services first, then DevOps services, then become expertise in writing the infrastructure as a code automation, IAC code with Terraform, Python. Then you will be moving into machine learning services in Azure or AWS. I would suggest strongly at this point of time, next 5 years, Azure is going to be top notch in the Indian job market as Satyanadanda is planning it. Okay. Then once you become expertise in designing your own models, own tasks in ML and generative AI, then you are prepared to enter into job market.
Okay, sir.
You got it, Satish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got your point.
So your hardworking, dedication, planning, execution of the planning is required. How we executed the ML model using the AI prompt? We executed, but ML, that the Copilot has given the suggestions, but you need to implement it. To implement that, some practices, prior practices are required in cloud services, and prior practice is required with IAC infrastructure as a code. Then later on, you are going to write the similar code for building ML services. Once you learn ML services in Azure, like ML Studio, like Databricks, data factories, such kind of services, then you will be understanding how to build the data for pre-processing, how to create the data sets with Copilot or such kind of AI tools, LLMs. Then later on, how you can build tasks also you will be learning with ETL process, and you will be learning Databricks also for pre-processing purpose. Then you are going to work with ML Studio to build the services. These are the micro level minimal tasks you need to learn it. After learning, then you will be deciding, I want to do sentiment analysis for particular activity. I want to do recommendation systems. I want to do defect analysis. There are so many domain areas you need to learn it. I have written the articles on those things in LinkedIn. There are tons of articles. If you read them, you will be self-motivated. Anybody
Sir,
is
I
there?
have a question regarding LLMs. Sir, can I ask?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Sir, right now we are our branch in our college. We are AI and ML. The 2-3 years prior, there was no branch named AI and ML. It was just under one umbrella called as computer science. But now, with this increasing demand of AI and improvement of AI in last for 2-3 years, or rather last decade, the job opportunities will start eventually. But right now, the job opportunities for AI is very less, because right now we ask our fourth year students as well, our seniors. They say that whether you are in AI branch or not, we are practicing software as well. We are practicing other domains as well, and jobs will be in that domain as well. So is my question is, should we only focus on AI, or we have to learn the other things as well in computer science?
See, I'll tell you, there are two ways. One is you can attack the campus interviews with the procedure, learning procedure, what I explained to different people here. You can explain to the recruiter. See, even though my branch is XYZ, I learned myself all these things. Now these are the activities I have done it. If you want, I can give a demo. If you want, you conduct one skill test to me to design any kind of activity. You give the access to the Azure services. Yes, I'm going to prove in front of you. Is it not enough for you to recruit me? You tell upfront. Then they'll get stunned. The recruiter will get stunned. See, in IT company, if I'm in senior management, I look for such kind of innovative, experienced guy. You have done a lot of practice, assuming lot of samples you have done, work samples. Then what else they need? Even if you take 3 years experience, a guy who is transformed into ML engineer, they don't have this kind of experiences or exposure, whatever you built it by that time. Now onwards, if you plan that career, let us say if any campus recruitment company, if there are stupid recruiters, they don't have maturity to understand your way of functioning, your way of learning. You appear for the public interviews. So you apply through LinkedIn, prepare your profile in LinkedIn, then prepare your profile for Naukri, Monster. There are so many. Timescrum is there. So many Indian job portals are there. Then apply for these things, and you get the certifications. Certifications are very mandatory for the IT organizations to get in
Yes, sir.
Azure. One is Azure sysadmin certification is required, and Azure DevOps certification is required. Azure data analyst, data engineer related certifications are there with Azure Databricks or Azure Data Factory also. Then later on, AI fundamental certification is there. Later on, generative AI certification is there. All these 6 certifications, before appearing for the job interview, you get it. Because they are expiring after 1 year or 2 years. If you appear now onward, they are going to expire when you appear for the job interview. Again, you need to reappear by
Yes,
spending.
sir.
Okay. So that way you have to plan your profiling also, profile making with professional certifications. Okay. See, one
Yes,
is
sir.
university certification for BTech is enough, basic qualification, and professional certifications. Being a fresher, nobody does that kind of certifications with this guidelines. If you have that structured plan for career, before interview, in 1 month or 2 months, you can appear for the exams, those exams, and write it, and you will get the certificate. And if anything is required that time, you can contact me on LinkedIn.
Okay, sir. Thank you
I'll
so much,
guide
sir.
you. Yeah. Next, anybody is there before closing?
Hello, sir. Am I
Satish?
audible?
Yeah. Who is this?
Yeah, sir. Myself, Ishan Dubey. I'm from AIML
Ah,
branch, second year.
ah.
So my question is, how can LLMs be used for cybersecurity threat detection, and what risks do they introduce themselves?
Can you write that as a prompt in Copilot? You will get in seconds, faster than me. You
Okay,
got the
sir.
clarity? You got the clarity?
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, guys, everything is on your fingertips. You upload, you download the Copilot app in your mobile. You can work on mobile also. Hello, yours is muted. Dubey. Yours is muted. Hello, Satish. Nobody's there. On the call.
I guess he has some issues from his side. No problem with that.
Can you speak nearer to this one?
Yes, sir, just a second. Because it's an issue.
Yeah.
If anybody have any more doubts, you can ask.
Final. One person.
Yes, anybody? Please raise your hand. I guess nobody is there.
Okay.
So
We close
coming up to
the session.
yes, sir, just a second. Ending with the ending note. So, uh, dear Mr. Shanti Kumar, On behalf of TCT ACMC Guy, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for delivering such a insightful and engaging session on LLMs versus LSTM, understanding and applying models. Your expertise and the ability to break down complex concepts into clear, actionable insights have left a lasting impact on our audience. The real-world applications and the practical examples you shared have inspired many of them to explore in the AI and ML field more deeply. Thank you for taking the time to share your knowledge and experiences with us. Your contribution has truly enriched our seminar, and we look forward for um, collaborating uh, with you again in future. Wishing you a continued success in all your endeavors. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for all of you attending this session. I appreciate you calling me for this also. And be in touch basis for future any questions or guidance is required. Thank you. I am logging off. Thank you.
Mhm. Yes. For all the participants attending the session, we like to know your feedback. Please take a moment to complete this form and share your thoughts about the session. Your input will be valuable and help us to improve and design even more impactful learning experiences in the future. So, from the regards of TCT SMC guy, all the best for your future endeavors and a very thank you for attending this session. Hope you enjoyed the session.
Okay. Uh, Please fill the form as he said, and you guys can leave now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, you can leave the meeting. We will be ending the meeting.